Natalie, Kendall, moms, professional women's hockey players. It's got a good ring to it, doesn't it? Doesn't it have a great ring to it? Natalie, I'm going to start with you. And this is kind of a sentimental first question for both of you, but I'll start with Natalie. What did it mean for you to have your son Rory at your very first professional women's hockey league game?
Oh, I mean, it was amazing. I think obviously, having him and being able for him to see me, I mean, maybe not remember, but hopefully see me, living out my dream of wanting to play professional hockey and getting to play it in Toronto. I hope eventually he'll get to see pictures at least or videos of himself there and realize how cool it is and how historic it was that he was able to be there.
Yeah. Kendall?
I think extremely special, hard to put into words. I think what was so special about it for me was not only was it the first game I was back, the first professional game of this new league, the first game Drew was at, but it hit me that he's never going to know a world different than a young boy and a young girl growing up with the same dream of being a professional hockey player, and that's all he's ever going to know.
What do you think is the most valuable lesson that your sons are going to learn from you being their mom?
I just hope he realizes how strong women are and girls are, and hopefully, by seeing us, follow our dreams, but also the strength that we have of, playing the game, but being able to come back after having them. I hope that he's able to take that through his life, whether it's, his future wife, his future daughters, even just, his friends at school. I hope he's a cheerleader for them.
How about you?
Ultimately for me, I hope he grows up and he's a great person. Whatever he chooses to do in life, whether it's sport or something outside of sport, doesn't matter, but he's a good person, he treats people the right way, and he'll learn one day that both his mom and his dad was a professional athlete, and to know that young girls and young boys can have the same dream as it pertains to being a professional athlete in our respective sports.
The hardest part, I'll go back to you, Kendall, the hardest part of coming back.
There's a lot of things that have been challenging coming back. Especially I think the hardest part has been getting my body back to where I want it to be while managing feeding, and how draining that process is. But also your priorities shift really quickly of, he's my priority, he comes first. Where before it's like, okay, when's ice, when's the weight room, when am I going to eat? All of that's last. It's, when is he going to eat? When is he going to nap? How can I build my schedule, my workout, my ice around his schedule when we have help in order for someone to watch him when I'm gone. So I think it's just been managing it all, but that's something that I love and that I embrace is that challenge. So I think that was probably the hardest part.
Spoons?
Yeah, I mean, all of those I agree were challenging. I think one thing that no one really prepares you for probably is the breastfeeding and just how time consuming and how much of a full-time job it is. And if you are away from the baby, the pumping and the making sure that he's fed. I'm happy to be over that part now, but that was something that was definitely very eye-opening and a big commitment to do while, being busy. And then I would say the other one was the body changing and kind of the injuries that come along with pregnancy and having loose ligaments and just your body being totally different and having to just kind of work through that to get back to where your body was before.
Yeah. I remember I couldn't run for a year, so I don't know how you guys are doing this.
I'm still not running, so
yeah,
you're okay.
Okay. How has becoming a mom made you a better player? Kendall?
It's made me a better person. And then player secondary. I think my arms have gotten stronger because I just carry a baby around all day and don't even realize it. If you asked me to hold a 20-pound weight for 24 hours, I couldn't do it. Mentally, I couldn't. But you told me to hold my son for 24 hours, I'd be like, sure, give me 48. I don't know why. You just do it as a mom. I think that's the kind of, you just do it. But wait, this is a mom brain. What was the question?
Yeah.
What was your initial question?
How he's made you a better player.
Oh, he's made you a better player. I think what I've noticed so far is just coming back home, and usually I would overthink the mistakes I made or overthink, what I could have done better, playing the coulda, shoulda, woulda game with myself. But when I come home, it's just I see him and forget about everything else, and I'll take the time to watch the film when I have the time to do so, and but it's just it puts everything into perspective when you come home, and he doesn't care if you win, if you lost, if you had a great game, a bad game, whatever. It's your mom, and that's all that matters. And so I think for me, that's how he's made me a better player.
I think about postpartum and it was quite isolating in a sense, like you're quite on your own, you're stuck with this baby. And so for me, being able to come back and play and be with the team, it just put a whole other sense of gratitude into it, because felt like myself again. I had the support now of all my teammates around me. I was able to kind of enjoy it a lot more and have still a sense of like who I was as me, but also be a mom and mesh them together so nice.
After going through the birthing process, you leave that experience being like, I can accomplish anything in life. And I think we're both people who have had goals and we've achieved those goals, and like, you know, but after giving birth, I'm like, there is nothing standing in the way of accomplishing anything after going through this.
I will never feel that pain again.
What is one of those things that you hear being an athlete, a great athlete, a professional athlete, and being a mom?
For me, when I announced my pregnancy, it was the initial response of, congratulations on a great career. There was just this strong assumption that my career was over because I got pregnant, and kind of challenging some people of, well, why can't I have a baby and continue to play hockey? Because it's coming out of my body. If it was coming out of my husband's body, would you ask the same question? I think there was just this automatic, you're done. And it's like, no, I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna come back stronger than I was before. For me, speed's my game, and people be like, oh, she's never gonna be as fast as she once was. You know, so that kind of is another thing that I've heard.
First of all, you will become as fast as you were.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember coming back and I was just like in so much pain that I couldn't even move. So, I mean, it will come back. I almost feel that when I had a baby, like people almost just thought like I forgot how to play hockey. Like I had a baby, but I didn't forget how to play hockey. Like it might take my body some time to get back. Yes, my body has changed. My body has grown a human. Like it's done amazing things, but it also can like do more amazing things. And maybe this is just like a new version of my body that's going to be able to play better. Like we don't know. That's the thing. Like there's so many unknowns in pregnancy, but I know for a fact that like I will work my butt off to get back to the same player, if not better than I was before. So I think that it's those assumptions that you're just not going to be at the same level you were before, for sure, was hard. But then also I think like you can take it in another sense that like I'll prove you wrong.
As his mother, he's on my mind 100% of the day. But when I'm at hockey, like he's being taken care of. And you know, mom will come back after hockey. Just because I'm a mom doesn't mean I can't have a career in addition to being a mom too. It sometimes feels like we have to choose one or the other.
There's like a guilt put on us for like leaving our kid to like pursue our goals too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I tell you guys something?
Yeah.
You're great moms. You're great moms. You are, and great athletes too. So thank you.